Hello yogis, I'm Dasha and welcome to my home yoga studio. Today we'll try to do something I call twisty flow. And it seems that we will do a lot of twists and balances, not just twisting around ribcage or something like that. And for twist, all we need is focus, long belly, completely long spine, and nice and slow breath. And as always, we'll start with pranayama. So first, make sure that you are sitting really comfortably, grounding through your hips, let your legs melt down, roll your shoulders back and then let them melt down. Create some space on your armpits so you can just simply let your hands rest beside your knees or on top of your kneecaps and let them slide down and roll your shoulders back and down again. Take a big inhale starting with your belly. Lift it all the way up towards your collarbones and exhale slowly. And one more like that. On the third round, take a big inhale and hold it on top for as long as it's comfortable to you. And then when time comes, exhale slowly. Let it flow. And one more like that. Inhale. And hold it on top. Maybe tuck your chin towards your chest if it's easier for you to hold the breath this way. And this lock is called Jalandhara Bhanga. Throat lock. And exhale slowly and smoothly. So we need to build some heat in our abdomen, in our core. And we will start with a couple of Hatha breathing. So some really intense exhalations. You don't think about your inhalation at all because you will leave a vacuum there after you're exhaling everything from your body, and your abdomen wall will move. So you're kind of making this effort starting right here. Okay, when you're ready, you can bring your hand on your belly so you can feel those movements. And then again, big inhale. Hold it right here on your chest. Feel this nice volume of your rib cage expanding 3-dimension. And exhale slowly. With the next inhalation, bring your hands all the way up towards the sky. Interlace your fingers, reach up with your palms, roll your shoulders away from the ears, let them melt down. Move your rib cage to the back of the room. Take an inhale, and with exhalation, create this cradle for your head with those hands and let your neck just be there. And you can move your head from one side to another. Feel it heaviness in your hands. And keep your head and neck absolutely relaxed. Take a big inhale, linking your spine. And then twist to the left. With every inhalation, make yourself longer, taller. Exhale, twist deeper. With the next inhale, bring it back to center. Move your head from side to side on this cradle you created with your hands. Reach up with your fingers and then change interlacing for your fingers. Move it up again. Melt your shoulders down. And move the base of your scalp on your hands. Move it back and forth. Take a big inhale. And twist to the right. With every inhale, I'm engaging just your belly and spine, nothing to do with your neck. You're just resting there. With the next inhale, bring it back to center. Hands to heart. Linking your legs forward. Move your ankles. Move the weight of the body from one sitting bone to another. And then press your right hip crease with your right hand. Bring your left hand next to your left knee from the outside. Take a big inhale, and with exhalation, move your chest towards your left leg. But make sure that you're pressing your right sitting bones to the ground, and your legs are still working, so your toes towards your shoulders. Heels are reaching forward. Inhale, move it closer to the straight leg. Feel it in your hamstrings, especially in your left one. So juicy. Inhale. Bring it back to center. And then another side. So plant your hand on your left hip crease. Right hand outside of your right knee. Inhale here and start to level your shoulders towards the ground, towards your straight leg. And make sure that you're moving your shoulders equally to the floor. Not just your right one, but the left one too. Inhale and exhale. And make sure that your left sitting bone is still on the floor and still pressing equally with both sitting bones there. Long belly, try not to squeeze it. Bring it up, inhale. And hands to heart. Get your knees together. Connect the soles of your feet together. Roll your shoulders back, reach forward, exhale. Bring it up again. And plant your hands in front of you, come to a tabletop position. Move your hips from one side to another. Good. Let's check on our shoulders, how we feel about them. So if you have blocks, one or two, with these guys, you can plant them on the top of your mat, about shoulders distance apart. Plant your hands right next to the blocks, right behind the blocks. And you see, the height of these blocks pretty much is the height of my forearm here. Okay, crisscross your shins behind your back. Take an inhale and move forward. Just on the straight arms. Make sure that you just engage those elbows. You're not like lock them, micro bend it, belly button up towards the sky. Just move it back and forth several times. And then with the next inhale, move it forward. Keep your belly up towards the sky. Bend your elbows and keep moving forward until you will reach those blocks with the top of your shoulders. And try not to collapse right away between those blocks. Reach up with your chest. Reach up with the space between your shoulder blades. Inhales and exhales here. Press the ground with your hands and see if you can lift it up back to tabletop. How was it? Good. Let's try it a couple more times. So, crisscross your shins behind your back. Engage your core, belly button towards your spine. Inhale here, move forward, don't collapse on your shoulders. Reach up towards the sky with the space between your shoulder blades. Tap your heads of the shoulders towards the blocks. Take another inhale and exhale here. Engage your core, zip it up, and bring it up. Inhale here, reach forward, bend your elbows, top of your shoulders towards the blocks, and bring it up. Good job. Slide them away. Inhale, lift your hands up. The right one. Shred it underneath the left. Inhale up. Exhale deeper. Another one. Deepest ever. And plant your right shoulder on the ground. Press the ground with your left hand. Suck your shoulders. Breathe in and out. Maybe move your left fingers to the top of your space. Plant your left hand back to the ground. Inhale, open it up. Plant your hand. We'll do the same on the other side. Inhale, left hand goes up. Exhale, shred it. Shoulder is hovering. Inhale. And deeper. And exhale. Deepest ever. Plant your shoulder on the floor. Press the ground with your right hand. Stack your shoulders open. Feel this nice length over right side of the body. And see maybe, if it feels good, move your right hand forward. Breathe in and out here. Then plant your right hand back. Bring it up, inhale. Plant it on the floor. With the next inhalation, drop your belly and move your tail forward, up. Exhale, round your back. Inhale. And exhale. Just one more time. And then find a neutral spine and bring your right leg behind you. Keep that heel back. Breathe in and out. Then turn your right toe to the right. Guide the whole leg to the right, parallel to the ground. Hips are square, shoulders are square. Make sure that you're not leaning to the left. Breathe here. Kick that right heel to the right. Then bend that right knee and bring your foot on the top of the space, tip-top it in the middle. With next inhale, bring your hips forward. Swing them back. Just one more time. Forward and back. And your bended knees, squeeze your legs together, lift it up, inhale. With exhalation, open your heart, elongate your back side of the body, front side of the body. Maybe globe with your arms. Inhale, bring it up. And again, create this cradle with your hands. Reach up, inhale, and then bring your hands on the base of your scalp. And let your head rest there. Take another inhale, and then start to twist to the right. Kind of reach into the back heel with your right elbow. Move your left elbow up. And keep this twist. Release your hands wide apart. Then plant your left hand on the ground. Reach up towards the sky with your right one. Take another inhale, flip the palm. And see if you can guide it all the way to the low back. Keep it there. Tuck the back toe under. Lift it up, open your chest even more. And then with your right hand, you can check on this hip crease here. So press it back, move it back, and then keep your chest open. Inhale with your right hand up, plant it in front of you, step back to plank. And here's the opportunity for Vinyasa. So you can bring your knees on the ground, or you can take this plank and low plank, chaturanga. Upper facing dog, inhale, and your first downward facing dog of the practice. Move your legs around. Wiggle your hips. Move your knees straight back. With your next inhale, roll forward to plank. And then keeping your core straight. Just bring your knees to the ground. Okay? So your left leg goes back, parallel to the ground. Keep it straight. And make sure that when you guide this leg to the left, you're not leaning to the right. So roll your shoulders, your elbows back and down. Keep it micro-bended. Turn the tail to the left. And then guide the whole leg to the left, parallel to the ground without leaning to the right. So keep it straight. Hips are square, shoulders are square. Breathe in and out, long neck. Kick this heel to the left. Bend the knee. Step it up in front. Tiptoe to the center. Swing it forward, inhale, exhale back, another one, and back, and your bended knee, lift it up, inhale, exhale, open your heart, inhale, bring it up, interlace your fingers, maybe changing the interlacing, reach up, create the cradle, and let your head just rest there. With your next inhale, linking it up, and twist to the left. And start to reach to the back heel with your left elbow, reach up towards the sky with your right one. And then level your hips, so make sure that you're not lifting your right hip up. So they're pretty square. Keep the twist, open your arms. Plant your right hand on the ground, reach up with your left one. Good. Keep this nice openness there. Flip the palm. Get it back, tuck the back toe under, lift your knee up, move your shoulders up towards the sky, check on this hip crease, press it back, and keep this nice openness here. Another inhale, lift your hand up, plant it up in front, step to plank, and hold this plank for now. Inhales and exhales. And then bring it for forehand plank. And another couple inhales and exhales. Then keeping your shoulders square, we'll just move our legs and hips. So inhale up in center, exhale. Stack your hips. Shoulders are still square. Inhale up to center, exhale, twist. Inhale, center, twist. And exhale. And the last round. And then gently bring your thighs on the ground. Plant your hands in front of you, parallel to one another. Roll the shoulders back. Reach forward with your chest. And breathe. And take your toes again. And starting with the back of the neck, start to lift it up for forearm plank. So first, your chest, your belly button, hips, knees. Here it goes, our plank. So from your plank, step closer to your elbows with your feet. Let your head angle here. With inhale, lift your heels high up. Exhale, bend your knees. Bring your heels to the right. Inhale, bring it up to center. Exhale to the other side, stretching the right side of the waist. Inhale here again. And then see if you can lift your elbows from the ground and find your downward facing dog. Maybe just one elbow at a time. Adjust your standing here and breathe. From here, your right leg goes up. Take a bandage on your right knee. Open your hips. Keep your shoulders square there. With the next inhalation, bring your knee towards your chest. Step it through. Keep your back knee lifted. Bring it up for Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge. Inhale, exhale, open your heart. Inhale, bring it up. Create this cradle with your hands lifted up first. And let your head rest there. Take an inhale and then twist to the right. Reach to the right heel with your right elbow. Reach up with your left one. Release your hands. Make it wide. Keep breathing here. And then reach to the ground first. Plant your hands and create this twist here. Squeeze it in. Open it more towards the sky. Maybe bringing this hand on the opposite hip crease. Another inhale and exhale. Squeeze, sink deeper. Lift that head up again. Bring it up for twist one more time. Take another inhale here. And with exhalation, huge movement with your hands all the way to the opposite side to warrior two. Sink deeper here. Breathe in and out. Press that right knee to the back. Flip the front palm. Reverse the warrior. Find this nice stretching here. Lift it up, inhale. And then cartwheel your hands in front of you. Take an inhale. Step back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Upper facing dog. And downward facing dog. And then your left leg goes up. Take advantage on your left knee. Open your hips. Move your leg. With the next inhale, bring your knee towards your chest. Step it through. Squeeze your legs together. Start to press your right hip forward right away and bring it up for crescent lunge and sink deeper. Inhale here. Exhale, open your heart way to the back of the back leg. Inhale, bring it up again. Interlace your fingers. Reach up with your palms. Create this cradle. And let your head rest there. Inhale and then twist to the left. And your left elbow goes to your heel and your right elbow up. Open your arms. Reach closer to the ground with your left hand. And then start to reach forward. Plant your right hand on the ground. Find this twist. Keep your hips square. Don't let this hip fall down. So keep it square. Then flip the front palm, top palm. Get it behind. And then bring it up together. Squeeze your legs together. Find this twist. And then huge movement with your hands toward it too. Breathe in and out. Flip your front palm. And reverse the warrior. Bring it back to center. Another inhale. Plant your hands in front of you. Step to plank. Take your vinyasa. Upper facing dog. And downward facing dog. Breathe in and out. Look forward, step forward. Take your inhale here. And forward fold. And keep this forward fold, maybe grabbing the opposite elbows. And create this ragdoll movement. And then if you are using your blocks, you can plant your blocks on top of the space and keep your left hand on the block. Bring your right one on the hip, on the right hip crease. Bend your left knee. Press the hip crease away. Open it up. You might do this as well without the block. Just plant your hand on the ground. Open it up. Maybe flipping the top palm. Get it all the way behind you. Maybe inside your left thigh. Inhale here. Bring it down towards the ground. Linking your back, inhale. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So your right hand stay either on the ground or on the block. Left hand on the hip crease. Bend your right knee. Press that hip crease away. Open your chest. Lift your right hand up. Sink deeper. Maybe even flip the palm and get it across. Behind your back. And bring it up, inhale. Get it back to the ground. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Hands in front of the heart. And keep this position when your spine is parallel to the ground. Belly button up towards the sky. Take an inhale, keeping your hips square, twist to the right. So this part is square, sacrum is square. Press the heels of your hands together. Stack your shoulders more. Inhale back to center. Exhale the same on the other side. With inhalation, you're leaning forward. Exhale, twist to the left. Try to stack your shoulders, pressing those hands together. Inhales and exhales. Another one. Bringing down to forward fold. Maybe stepping on your hands with your feet for gorilla pose, Padahastasana. Release your hands and start to roll gently all the way up towards standing. Inhale here. And hands to heart. Bend your knees. Sink your hips deeper. Lift your hands up. Put your gaze up between your hands. Move your tail under. Long spine. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. And go to pretty much the same twist. Inhale, reach forward and then twist to the right. And here you can hook this left elbow over your right knee and you can press your hands together. Move your spine, move your belly forward. And you can look at your knees. Are they still on the same line? They should be. And then your right heel is hovering. See if you can kick your right heel towards the glut. Bring it back. And here we go on the lunge. So adjust your standing if you need to. So you can stay here or you can move your hands wide apart. See how we feel about that. Bring it back together again. Inhale here. Move it out for standing split. Standing twist, and we've been here already, so we're gonna move it all the way to our warrior two. Breathe in, breathe out, sink deeper. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Reach forward, inhale, and keep reaching forward, forward, forward. Maybe plant your hand on your right thigh and reach forward with your left hand, pressing your left hip forward, right hip, left hip up. Right hip forward. Another thing that you can do here is start to sink deeper or either using the block inside and keep your hand on the block. And you can level the height of this block, of course, or plunge on the ground. Another thing that you can do, you're going to flip the top palm and guide it to the low back, open your chest towards the sky even more. And see if you can sink deeper with your shoulders, creating the connection between the shoulder and the knee. Maybe you can grab this hip crease here. Another step, you can go fishing for this hand and start to pull your left wrist down with your right one. Next step is to lengthen this leg. And you always can stop wherever you want to. Rebend the knee if it was linked. Find this extended side angle. Take an inhale and plant both hands inside of your front foot, inside of your right foot. Tiptoe this foot to the edge of the mat. Take an inhale. With exhalation, sink deeper. Woo-hoo. Lift your chest up. Breathe in and out. Gently bring the knee to the ground. Maybe kick that heel towards the glute. Maybe grab the ankle. So the trick is you always can just slide your hips towards that heel. Find the connection between your hand and ankle. And then sink deeper. If it's something that you are working on. Bring it up, plant your hands in front of you. Take an inhale and start to swing your hips back, 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 back. Just stretch it as far, maybe this is enough. Maybe this is enough with your blocks in front of you. And you always can adjust your standing. Just find this nice stretch on this hamstring. Then keep your left hand on the ground, reach to the back of the room with your right one. For more stretch of this hamstring. Ah, this is nice. Another inhale, rebend the knee. Plant your hands, tuck the toe under. Step to plank, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Upper facing down. And down facing down. Look forward, step forward. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Lengthen the back, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Bring it all the way up to standing. Inhale, hands to heart. So, bend your knees. Keep your knees on the same line. Take your tail to the ground. Long belly. Bring your hands up. Look between your hands. Breathe in and out. Inhale and exhale. And then plant your hands in front of your heart for prayer. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist to the left. And again, see if you can hook that elbow to the knee and start to stack your shoulders. Keep your knees in the same line, don't let them move. Hips square. Breathe in and out. And then from here, we'll hover the right knee, right heel. See if you can kick it back. See if you can send it back. And step to the twist. See if you can sink deeper here. Maybe you can open your arms. And lift it up for standing twist. Good. Breathe in and out. And carve it all the way up. Whew. Flip the front palm. Reverse the warrior. Reach forward, reach forward, reach forward. Maybe plant this hand on the thigh and reach forward with your right one. Sinking deeper. And then see if you can slide your hand inside, maybe using the block again. Maybe making it closer to the floor. Flip the front palm, the top palm. Get it to the back. Maybe on a hip cross here. Keep pressing your left hip forward. Sink deeper. See if you can move your chest down. Creating this bind. Maybe lengthen the front leg. Breathe here. Feel this nice stretch. Rebend the knee. Lift it up. Plant both hands inside. And find your lizard pose. Sink your hips deeper. Chest higher up. Bring the knee on the ground. Maybe we'll go for a twist here. Keep breathing. Release the slab. Plant your hands in front of you and start to move your hips back down. Maybe that's enough. Lengthen your spine, feel this nice stretch in your hamstring. Maybe you want to go deeper. And then keep your right hand on the ground, level your hips, and move your left one to the back of the room. Sinking slightly deeper here. And then your bended knee. Plant both hands in front of you, tuck your back toe under. So back to plank, inhale, chaturanga, upper facing dog, and downward facing dog. Inhale here, and then bend your knees, sit on your heels, stretch forward. Move your hips from side to side. Massage your forehead. And gently lift it up. Keep sitting on your heels. Maybe move your hands on top of your thighs. Moving your palms up. Close your eyes for a second. Connect to your breath again. Okay, so on some, like maybe 2 videos ago, we were talking about crow pose. Remember this guy? So when you're creating the chaturanga with your arms, and then moving your knees on your shoulders, keeping this nice shelf for your legs here. So, but today, since we are talking twists, we will do a twisted crow. And there are several ways of doing that. And I'll show you some of them, and you can pick. Because all those approaches to the crow pose depends on your body structure, depends on your proportions, lengths your limbs towards the torso and such. So the first one, which my personal favorite, is just simply sitting on the ground. Taking your knees together and create this, you see, kind of capital Z, capital Z. So the most important part here that you're holding the structure of capital Z. You're not let it move into the double Z. No, just one. With 2 legs getting together. They're not moving. Then you're linking your body. And you really need that nice length of your belly and on your spine. That's the first part. The most important part is a twist. So you can have your knees, putting that forearm on top of your knees and find your twist. Make sure that you're not squeezing it like that. You're moving up with the crown of your head, moving up with your lower ribs. Find this nice twist. See if you can hook that elbow outside of the knee. See if you can find more space here on the side of the body. Then move that elbow kind of in that gap in your legs. So you're moving that knee right there on this arch that you created. Plant your hands in front of you. I would say 1 hand print apart, keeping your legs, remember this Z thing, bending your elbows, maybe squeezing it closer. Lift your hips first, keeping that Z still, and then you're moving your thighs on the shelf of your arms here. Okay? So I'll show you from a different perspective, using the different side. So, let's see. Creating this capital Z, feet are flexed, you see? They're not just wobbling here. They're flexed and working. Everything is working. Creating the twist. And it might be well enough for you for now. So just pick your own stop for the day. And hook your elbow if you're ready. Make this twist deeper. Make this twist deeper. Moving that elbow underneath your legs. Plant your hands in front of you. Bring your hips from the ground, keeping the Z pose with your legs. And then just move it here. So you see my shoulders are parallel to the ground, hips are kind of stacked. Okay, so there is something that you can play with. And there are several different approaches I want to show you. We'll start with standing up. So the standing up is pretty much the same, so creating this Z shape, and that's the same thing that we already did today. From the chair, we'll go to the twist, hooking this elbow, and this one is really good for those folks who can bring both elbows here. For me, it's kind of tough because my leg is relatively short towards my body, and it's easier for me to just keep this one elbow, hanging outside. Okay, so creating this twist here first. Again, creating the space for your belly here first. Sinking deeper, and then you move your chest towards the ground, planting your hands on the ground, creating the shelf, bending your elbows, and bringing your legs on top. The other thing that you can play with here is to create this twisted split. So there's a wall behind me. Didn't expect that to happen. Okay, so let's try it on the other side. Try it on the other perspective for you, so you can see what is happening here. Okay, so creating this chair, hands in front of the heart. Inhale, twist. Creating this twist. You see what's happening with my knees. If you start to move something like that, you will lose the form of your legs that you need. And then you start to move you to an even deeper twist. Leveling your shoulders towards the ground. Adjust your standing. Create the shelf. And there is just something to play with here. Okay. Whew, it's hard. And it's really hard. So take your time here. Play for as long as you want to, and don't be frustrated about arm balances. One day, just not a balanced day, One day you'll feel, oh no, I cannot do it at all. And then next day, it will just click, and it will be really easy to do. I promise you, I've been there multiple times. Okay, linking your legs in front of you. Roll your ankles. Take a big inhale, move your chest away from them. Plant your hands somewhere in front of you. And move the right leg forward, fold. Oh, those hamstrings, they need some love here. They need some stretching. Keep breathing. And maybe this one is exactly the height that you need. So press your hands and just let yourself sink deeper. Let your head dangle. Let it just be there. If there's something deeper that you want to go for it. And remember, it's your practice, it's not mine, it's not your neighbor's. So it's always up to you how deep or how not that deep today you're going to go. And gently start to bring it up. Grab your knees, get them together, connect the soles of your feet together. And you can just move around, just like you. What is that? Fly horse. From one knee to another. Maybe just flip those wings. Take an inhale and go for a fold if you want to. And then gently bring it back to center. Collecting these together. Make sure that you have a space behind you to roll back. Take your knees with you. Find some movements massaging your low back sacrum, top of the glutes. Linking your legs up towards the sky. Flex your feet, point your toes several times. And then bend your knees and bring your right ankle on top of your left knee for figure four. Press the knee away from you. Kind of leveling your shin towards your shoulders. You can be here, or you can grab your left leg from the behind, taking the structure closer to you. But make sure that you're not squeezing it like that. So you're moving your tail forward. your long spine there on the ground. Breathe here. Inhales and slow exhales, and release your hands on the ground. Let them fall wide apart, and let your structure, the figure 4 structure, fall to the left. So your right foot is on the ground, and you can just be there absolutely passive, or you can keep pressing your right knee up, lifting it up and forward, and find this nice stretch in your belly all the way from that right hip crease to your right shoulder, all the way to your fingertips. And the gaze of your eyes, or gaze of your closed eyes, might following your right fingers. With the next inhale, bring it back to center. Linking your legs up again. Roll your ankles. Point your toes, flex your feet. Bend your knees again. And then your left ankle goes on top of the right knee. Press the knee away from you, maybe even with the hand. Breathe here. And maybe that's enough of a stretch for you here. If you want to go something deeper, you can start to grab your right leg from the behind, maybe just underneath your knee or maybe on top of the shin. But make sure that you're not squeezing it like that, squeezing your belly and overstretching your lower back. So make sure that you're reaching forward to the top of your space with your tailbone. Keep breathing here. And then gently release your hands on the ground, let them fall down. And let your figure fall to the right side of the body, planting your left foot on the floor. And again, you can just hang here. Or you can keep lifting this knee slightly higher and move it towards the front edge of the mat. And the gaze might follow your left finger here. Make sure that your belly is not squeezed, your spine is relaxed. With the next inhale, bring it back to center. Let your knees fall towards your chest. Grab the outside edge of your feet for a happy baby. Move it around, maybe linking one leg at a time. If your hamstrings are asking for something like that. And then when you're ready, you can just slowly start to linking your legs forward, linking your arms beside your body, with your palms up. And start to connect yourself as you're breathing. Listen to the sound of your breath. And then take the next inhale deeper. Feel it everywhere, all over your body. Take another deep inhale. And with exhalation, spread your fingers wide apart, spreading your toes wide apart. Inhale, another one. And then bend your knees, let them fall towards your chest and roll on any side of the body which is calling you, using your hand as a pillow. And then start to move yourself up to a sitting position. Cross your ankles. Grow tall from your hips. And with the next inhale, lift your head up and bring your hands for prayer in front of the heart. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through this practice. The light in teaching me, one is the light in teaching you, because that's the same light. Namaste. I'll see you soon. And just leave your requests in your comments below.